All right, another red day. It's almost routine at this point, man. Another bloodbath for the market. Cheers, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in as well. We have to break down what's going on. Everything was red. The Dow, the S&P, the Nasdaq, the Russell, Bitcoin, silver, oil, gold. You name it, everything was down today except for the VIX. And now Amazon reported earnings, and well, Amazon's dumping after hours here, guys. We're down at 204 after closing at 222. So let's break down these numbers. Follow along for more. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, private Discord. All that's linked down below, blah, blah, blah. Let's now get into it. So Amazon reported earnings per share of $1.95 for Q4, which missed the $1.97. So first of all, they missed on EPS, but they did beat on sales. $213.38 billion versus $211.3 billion. So mixed bag headline numbers, but they did crush the AWS segment, $35.6 billion. That was above the estimate, and they see Q1 sales of $173.5 to $178.5 billion versus $175.52 billion. So good guidance, guys, for Q1 sales. And again, solid beat on the AWS segment and their CapEx. They're spending $200 billion in 2026, which is above the estimate of, I think, $142 billion expected from analysts, right? And Jassy was saying, they're going to be building a lot, investing in AI, robotics, automation, you name it, right? And he does see return on invested capital here long term, which is exactly what you want to hear, right? And we can see AWS growth hits fastest rate in 3 years. Again, CapEx, $200 billion. So I think overall, look, the market we're in, I've been saying this for days, it's just not respecting tech. Tech could have a great quarter. All these stocks, right? Google, whatever, you name it, could have a strong quarter, but the stock tanks anyway. That's the market we're in right now. Tech's been selling off. We've been getting a rotation out of tech. A lot of the other sectors have been crushing it. There's fear around Kevin Warsh, the new Fed chairman, right? Yeah, he's all about cutting rates, but he's also about quantitative tightening, shrinking the balance sheet. Asset prices are kind of freaking out a little bit about that. Bitcoin especially, I think overall, a lot of the Bitcoin crash has to do with Kevin Warsh, right? Maybe I'll make another video on that. But Bitcoin is falling through the floor, guys. We'll talk about that in a second. MicroStrategy, oh my goodness. Saylor is shaking in his boots right now. He's got to be, right? But we'll talk about that in a second. So Amazon, again, is falling in the aftermarket here, which honestly, again, I'm not surprised considering this market we're in. And this is the nastiest falling knife that I've seen out of any of these big tech stocks in a while. I mean, look how nasty this is. I mean, at this point, I'm almost tempted to buy calls in the aftermarket or, buy a bunch of shares even, because it's like, this is ridiculous. This is going to rebound, in my opinion. Sure, it could bleed down. I think it got down to 198. It could go back down to 198. But this is such an overreaction, in my opinion. We're at multi-month lows for what? Why is Amazon erasing gains all the way back from June? It's ridiculous. It's unbelievably ridiculous. I think this is a massive overreaction. Honestly, it's insane. So I'm not buying shares right this second, but you bet what, I'm going to pick up some shares later today or in the morning tomorrow. And again, some call options because this is nuts, I think. So yeah, at this point, man, look, we're falling through this support stemming all the way back from the middle of June. That is insane, right? So Amazon's falling through the floor. I think that's going to rebound. Google already rebounded. Look, Alphabet reported earnings yesterday. The stock went down to 306 this morning, and we filled that gap all the way back up, man. 8% recovery. Now we're slipping a bit in the aftermarket. All right, Amazon's down. A lot of tech is taking a hit in the aftermarket now, but still, we're at 328 after hitting 306 in the morning. I see a recovery like that type of recovery on Amazon, and it could happen during the call. It could happen in the morning, right? It could happen quick, right? That's the kind of stock it is. But again, this market is wild. Let me see what other tech names are doing here. Meta's tanking. Oh my gosh, man. Meta had a green day today too. Now it's dumping like crazy in the aftermarket, down about 1.5%. Apple looking all right. Apple's been doing well, man. Don't doubt Apple. That's all I got to say. Microsoft's under $400. Oh my goodness, man. This is getting bad. Microsoft might be worse on second thought than Amazon. This is a straight up falling knife. It is down $100 a share in a week. Come on, 20% in a week, guys. We're talking Microsoft here. This is not, whatever company. This is Microsoft down 20% in a week. And it was already down like 20% into earnings, right? Whatever it was down, 15%. So at the end of the day, this will end. This too shall pass, right? This is not gonna last. This type of sell-off we're getting right now. It's causing so much panic, and the overall market's not even down that much. That's the crazy part. Qs are down like 6-7% from highs. SPY's down 3% from all-time highs. So it's not even that bad, but people are panicking. But people have to realize these are the opportunities that we've been waiting for, right? Especially if you're young, if you're in your 20s, your 30s, 40s, right? Whatever. These are the opportunities. Not saying Microsoft, not saying this or that, but when stocks are getting hit, this is what you want to get in. This is what you want to see to get in. And a lot of people are panicking about Bitcoin, and rightfully so. I mean, this thing has been running like crazy for years. We all know that. It hit 127K. It's pretty much cut in half officially now. We're down 50% from highs on Bitcoin, and funny enough, I bought some at 67.3 today, I think, roughly, 67.3, and it tanked another 5K after I bought it. That's how it goes, right, guys? But at this point, Bitcoin is approaching a critical moving average here on the 3-year chart and on the monthly chart. And I honestly think we will find some sort of support in the 50 to 60K range. I know Sailor's in the red now. I'm pretty sure his average is like 70. This could get ugly. The worst case scenario, one of them at least, is Sailor has to sell a bunch of Bitcoin. He's getting margin called. He's getting liquidated. He has to dump a bunch of Bitcoin on the market. Yeah, that would cause a nuclear crash. I mean, that would be horrible. And in that scenario, yeah, we could be going down to 40, 30, who knows? Who knows? 20K? I mean, geez. At that point, I would be buying a ton of Bitcoin. I'm not going to lie. As somebody that, look, I've been in and out of Bitcoin since 2017, but I've never really owned a bunch of Bitcoin. I'm not a huge Bitcoin guy, quite frankly, but I have been buying a little bit here during this crash. And I told myself, look, next major crash we get, I'm going to buy a healthy amount. Because I remember, I told the story before, I was in Miami with my wife for vacation. It was back in July of 2022. Literally, guys, no joke, when the bottom was in. This time right here, the bottom was in. I remember I was in Miami. Bitcoin was at 16, 17, 18K, I swear to God. And I was like, maybe I should buy some. Then I was like, no, I'm going to let it go down a little more. And, well, it 10x'd pretty much. It didn't go down more. So it went from, 16K to 127. Not really a 10x, but pretty dang close. So if it gets anywhere near 20, 30K, I'm going to back up the truck. I'm not going to miss, another 5 to 10x again because I'm willing to take the risk. I think it could 10x or 5x, whatever, if it gets low enough, right? And yeah, I'm looking to get in on that. So I'm being patient, right? I did buy a little bit at 67, and it wasn't a lot. And I haven't really bought any Bitcoin during this crash. I mean, sure, maybe a little bit at 80, 90, some dollar cost averaging, but I haven't bought any big chunks, and that I'm looking to change now. And especially if Sailor starts to get liquidated, who knows, right? That could unravel. It could get ugly. I'm looking to buy into that weakness. So BTC getting destroyed, but the charts, when in doubt, zoom out, still looking pretty good, looking pretty healthy. Silver, 16% drop. Silver is getting demolished, guys, and this is not looking healthy. This chart is not looking healthy at all. Silver hit 121 an ounce, crashed all the way to 70. Then it saw another rally to 92, and it fizzled out before even hitting $100 an ounce. So we got another rally, guys, and it fizzled out at a lower high. Now we're actually taking out the lows from the previous dump, from that initial 40% collapse. That's not healthy. So silver might be the bull run, the huge momentum might be done for now. For now, keyword or key phrase, right? You know, if this takes out 70, we might have some more downside. 60, 65 an ounce, not looking pretty. So silver is getting destroyed. Gold also not looking pretty, but it is above the 180 SMA. But still, man, it tried running here, but it got exhausted at 5K. Now we're dumping down under 4,800. That's not ideal. Not ideal for the bulls here. So, yeah, at this point, guys, you might be like, oh, gosh, I'm scared now because of Stas's video. But I'm a buyer. Like I said, I bought Bitcoin today. I'm looking to buy more. I'm taking risk. This market, longer term, will benefit those that took risk. You know what I mean? Those that, you know, bought when everybody was panicking, bought when the VIX was spiking, when everybody's dumping tech stocks. You know, this is where if you have conviction in your stocks, in your narratives, in your, you know, thesis, whatever, however the heck you say that word, right? Your theses with the stocks that you're in, now's when you want to buy more. And I know a lot of you guys aren't a lot of tech stocks, right? We're all growth investors for the most part. We're all in a good amount of tech stocks, some more than others, right? Some in riskier tech stocks than others. But if you believe in these names, now's the time to add more. Like Nvidia, right? If you were buying Nvidia at 190 and you were excited when it was breaking out to 211, now at 170, you should be really excited buying it here. It's down, 20% from all-time highs. So that's how I want, you know, that's how you got to rework your mind. Not telling you what to do, obviously. Not saying you don't already think like that. A lot of you already think like that. But if you see this stuff and you're panicking and you want to sell, you got to flip the mindset, you know? So I'm going to wrap it up there. Hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon. Do all that good stuff. And, yeah, the Patreon, private Discord, portfolio updates. Hit that subscribe button while you're at it. All the links are down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Good luck out there. I'll see you in the next video.